has begun to fall. When I stepped inside the cafe door, a warm light waited by the window, like it had seen me here before. The city moved a little slower. Beyond the glass and evening sky, and somewhere through the quiet speakers, a melody drifted by. It wasn't loud, it wasn't new, but somehow it felt familiar too. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like sunlight breaking through the rain. They find the little cracks inside your heart and gently help you smile again. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, without a reason or a plan. And for a moment, all the noise around you feels a little easier to understand. A coffee cup released its warmth into the cool and rainy air. The pages of a book lay open, but I forgot to read them there, because the music kept unfolding, like an old friend stopping by to tell me everything would be alright, without explaining why. It wasn't loud, it wasn't new, but somehow it felt familiar too. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like sunlight breaking through the rain. They find the little cracks inside your heart and gently help you smile again. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, without a reason or a plan. And for a moment, all the noise around you feels a little easier to understand. Maybe that's the gift of music, not to change the world outside, but to make the weight we're carrying feel a little lighter for a while. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like a window opening wide, letting in a little peace and comfort on an ordinary night. Some songs know the way before we do. The rain had just begun to fall when I stepped inside the cafe door. A warm light waited by the window, like it had seen me here before. The city moved a little slower beyond the glass and evening sky, and somewhere through the quiet speakers a melody drifted by. It wasn't loud, it wasn't new, but somehow it felt familiar too. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like sunlight breaking through the rain. They find the little cracks inside your heart and gently help you smile again. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, without a reason or a plan. And for a moment all the noise around you feels a little easier to understand. A coffee cup released its warmth into the cool and rainy air. The pages of a book lay open, but I forgot to read them there, because the music kept unfolding like an old friend stopping by to tell me everything would be alright, without explaining why. It wasn't loud, it wasn't new, but somehow it felt familiar too. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like sunlight breaking through the rain. They find the little cracks inside your heart and gently help you smile again. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, without a reason or a plan. And for a moment all the noise around you feels a little easier to understand. Maybe that's the gift of music, not to change the world outside, but to make the weight we're carrying feel a little lighter for a while. Some songs arrive exactly when you need them, like a window opening wide, letting in a little peace and comfort on a The afternoon was soft and silent, a little slower than before. People wandered down the sidewalks, past the little coffee store. The clouds were gathering gently, like a secret in the sky. The city hadn't noticed yet, but something was passing by. The wind began to whisper through the trees along the street. The sky knew it would rain before we did, before the first drop touched the ground, before umbrellas opened slowly and people hurried all around. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and somehow coffee tastes the same in those quiet moments just before everything begins to change. I watch the steam rise from my coffee, like a thought drifting away. The world felt calm and unhurried at the edge of a rainy day. A song was playing near the counter, soft enough to blend with time, and every note seemed perfectly placed, like it knew this moment was mine. The wind began to whisper through the leaves above the square. The sky knew it would rain before we did, before the first drop touched the ground, before umbrellas opened slowly and people hurried all around. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and somehow coffee tastes the same in those quiet moments just before everything begins to change. Maybe that's why we love these moments, the space between what's next and now. A little pause the world gives us before the rain comes down. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and the city slowly learned it too. But for a little while the afternoon belonged to coffee, songs, and you. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and that's why I remember this day. Not for the storm that followed after, but for the peace that came before the rain. Some moments arrive quietly before the world can hear them. Some moments arrive quietly before the world can hear them. The afternoon was soft and silent, a little slower than before. People wandered down the sidewalks, past the little coffee store. The clouds were gathering gently, like a secret in the sky. The city hadn't noticed yet, but something was passing by. The wind began to whisper through the trees along the street. The sky knew it would rain before we did, before the first drop touched just before everything begins to change. Watch the steam rise from my coffee, like a thought drifting away. The world felt calm and unhurried at the edge of a rainy day. A song was playing near the counter, soft enough to blend with time, and every note seemed perfectly placed, like it knew this moment was mine. The wind began to whisper through the leaves above the square. The sky knew it would rain before we did, before the first drop touched the ground, before umbrellas opened slowly and people hurried all around. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and somehow coffee tastes the same in those quiet moments just before everything begins to change. Maybe that's why we love these moments, the space between what's next and now. A little pause the world gives us before the rain comes down. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and the city slowly learned it too. But for a little while, the afternoon belonged to coffee, songs, and you. The sky knew it would rain before we did, and that's why I remember this day. Not for the storm that followed after, but for the peace that came before the rain. Some moments arrive quietly before the world can hear them. There's a seat beside the window I've chosen more than once before, where the afternoon light settles across the old wooden floor. The waitress smiles and nods politely. She knows what I will order now, and somehow that familiar feeling makes the world feel smaller somehow. Not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly do. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, Outside people pass in silence, umbrellas drifting down the street. Inside the coffee keeps its warmth, and every song sounds sweet. The pages of a book turn slowly, a record spins somewhere nearby. And for a little while there's nowhere else I'd rather spend my time. Not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly stay. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, where rainy days and quiet songs always seem complete. Maybe we return to places not because they never change, but because they help us remember who we are along the way. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a familiar view, a favorite song, a rhythm soft and sweet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, and sometimes all we really need is a place that feels like peace. A seat near the window and a little time to breathe. There's a seat beside the window. I've chosen more than once before, where the afternoon light settles across the old wooden floor. The waitress smiles and nods politely. She knows what I will order now, and somehow that familiar feeling makes the world feel smaller. Somehow, not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly do. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, where rainy days and quiet songs always seem complete. Outside people pass in silence, umbrellas drifting down the street. Inside, the coffee keeps its warmth, and every song sounds sweet. The pages of a book turn slowly, a record spins somewhere nearby. And for a little while there's nowhere else I'd rather spend my time. Not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly stay. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, where rainy days and quiet songs always seem complete. Maybe we return to places not because they never change, but because they help us remember who we are along the way. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a familiar view, a favorite song, a rhythm soft and sweet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, and sometimes all we really need is a place that feels like peace. A seat near the window and a little time to breathe. There's a seat beside the window. I've chosen more than once before, where the afternoon light settles across the old wooden floor. The waitress smiles and nods politely. She knows what I will order now, and somehow that familiar feeling makes the world feel smaller. Somehow, not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly do. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, where rainy days and quiet songs always seem complete. Outside, people pass in silence, umbrellas drifting down the street. Inside, the coffee keeps its warmth, and every song sounds sweet. The pages of a book turn slowly, a record spins somewhere nearby, and for a little while there's nowhere else I'd rather spend my time. Not every place becomes a memory, but some places quietly stay. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a little corner of the world where time and comfort meet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, where rainy days and quiet songs always seem complete. us remember who we are along the way. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, a familiar view, a favorite song, a rhythm soft and sweet. Every favorite cafe begins with a favorite seat, and sometimes all we really need is a place that feels like peace. A seat near the window and a little time to breathe.
The rain had stopped an hour ago, but drops still rested on the glass. The evening settled in around me as another quiet day passed. A song began above the counter, nothing special at first glance, just another melody drifting through an ordinary circumstance. But something in the way it moved made the whole room feel alive. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like the warmth of coffee after the cup is gone. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a light still glowing after dust moves on. And even when the final note disappeared, something beautiful remained. The music ended, but the feeling stayed. People came and people left, the city carried on outside. Cars moved slowly through, reflections of streetlights shining in the night. But somehow everything felt softer than it had a while before, as if the song had left a little piece resting near the door. Some melodies don't leave with silence, they stay somewhere inside. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like the warmth of coffee after the cup is gone. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a light still glowing after dust moves on. And even when the final note disappeared, something beautiful remained. The music ended, but the feeling stayed. Maybe that's what music does, not changing who we are, but helping us remember the best parts of ourselves. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like rain remembered by the street. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a memory, gentle and sweet. And long after the evening faded and the city slipped away, the music ended, but the feeling stayed. Some songs leave quietly, but never really leave. The rain had stopped an hour ago, but drops still rested on the glass. The evening settled in around me as another quiet day passed. A song began above the counter, nothing special at first glance, just another melody drifting through an ordinary circumstance. But something in the way it moved made the whole room feel alive. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like the warmth of coffee after the cup is gone. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a light still glowing after dust moves on. And even when the final note disappeared, something beautiful remained. The music ended, but the feeling stayed. People came and people left, the city carried on outside. Cars moved slowly through reflections of streetlights shining in the night. But somehow everything felt softer than it had a while before, as if the song had left a little piece resting near the door. Some melodies don't leave with silence, they stay somewhere inside. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like the warmth of coffee after the cup is gone. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a light still glowing after dusk moves on. And even when the final note disappeared, something beautiful remained. The music ended, but the feeling stayed. Maybe that's what music does, not changing who we are, but helping us remember the best parts of ourselves. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like rain remembered by the street. The music ended, but the feeling stayed, like a memory, gentle and sweet. And long after the evening faded and the city slipped away, the music ended, but the feeling stayed. Some songs leave quietly, but never really leave. Spring rain falls on Main Street softly through the afternoon. The cherry blossoms keep on dancing to a quiet, gentle tune. People walk beneath umbrellas past the little corner store. Everything feels slightly different than it did the day before. Maybe that's the magic of spring, turning ordinary into something beautiful. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like the world is starting over once more. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like opening a window you've never opened before. And every drop that finds the pavement seems to carry something bright. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again on a springtime afternoon. A bicycle rests beside a cafe while music drifts into the air. The scent of coffee and wet blossoms meets the breeze that's everywhere. The city isn't trying too hard to impress or entertain, yet somehow everything feels softer walking through the spring rain. Maybe that's the gift of spring, helping us notice what was always there. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like the world is starting over once more. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like opening a window you've never opened before. And every drop that finds the pavement seems to carry something bright. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again on a springtime afternoon. We spend so much time looking ahead, we forget to see what's here. Then spring arrives with gentle rain, and suddenly everything feels clear. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, even streets we've known for years. Oh, rain makes familiar streets feel new again, washing away a little worry, a little fear. And as the blossoms drift around me, I find myself smiling too. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again. And maybe people can too. Spring rain, coffee steam, a quiet day, a brand new view. Spring rain falls on Main Street softly through the afternoon. The cherry blossoms keep on dancing to a quiet, gentle tune. People walk beneath umbrellas past the little corner store. Everything feels slightly different than it did the day before.
Maybe that's the magic of spring, turning ordinary into something beautiful. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like the world is starting over once more. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like opening a window you've never opened before. And every drop that finds the pavement seems to carry something bright. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again on a springtime afternoon. A bicycle rest beside a cafe while music drifts into the air. The scent of coffee and wet blossoms meets the breeze that's everywhere. The city isn't trying too hard to impress or entertain, yet somehow everything feels softer walking through the spring rain. Maybe that's the gift of spring, helping us notice what was always there. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like the world is starting over once more. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, like opening a window you've never opened before. And every drop that finds the pavement seems to carry something bright. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again on a springtime afternoon. We spend so much time looking ahead, we forget to see what's here. Then spring arrives with gentle rain, and suddenly everything feels clear. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, even streets we've known for years. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, washing away a little worry, a little fear. And as the blossoms drift around me, I find myself smiling too. Rain makes familiar streets feel new again, and maybe people can too. Spring rain, coffee steam, a quiet day, a brand new view.
I opened up an old book, one I hadn't touched for years, and something slowly slipped between the pages, like a voice returning through time. A letter folded soft and fragile, written in familiar lines. The ink had faded with the seasons, but the feeling survived. Funny how a single piece of paper can carry so many days. Some memories wait quietly between pages, gentle smile. Outside the rain was falling lightly against the window of the cafe. The coffee cooled beside the notebook while old thoughts wandered far away. I read the words a little slower than I would have long ago, because some things deserve a moment before we let them go. Funny how a single sentence can bring an entire season back. Some memories wait quietly between pages, patient as the passing years. Some memories wait quietly between pages, hidden where the heart still keeps them near. And when we find them unexpectedly, the world grows softer for a while. Some memories wait quietly between pages and return with a gentle smile. Maybe memories aren't meant to leave us. Maybe they simply rest, waiting for a rainy afternoon and a quiet place to be found again. Some memories wait quietly between pages, like pressed flowers from another spring. Some memories wait quietly between pages, holding all the little forgotten things. And though the years keep moving onward, some moments choose to stay. Some memories wait quietly between pages until the right day. An old letter, a rainy window, a familiar feeling, returning home. Opened up an old book, one I hadn't touched for years, and something slowly slipped between the pages, like a voice returning through time. A letter folded soft and fragile, written in familiar lines. The ink had faded with the seasons, but the feeling survived. Funny how a single piece of paper can carry so many days. Some memories wait quietly between pages, patient as the passing years. Some memories wait quietly between pages, hidden where the heart still keeps them near. And when we find them unexpectedly, the world grows softer for a while. Some memories wait quietly
and return with a gentle smile. Outside the rain was falling lightly against the window of the cafe. The coffee cooled beside the notebook while old thoughts wandered far away. I read the words a little slower than I would have long ago, because some things deserve a moment before we let them go. Funny how a single sentence can bring an entire season back. Some memories wait quietly between pages, patient as the passing years. Some memories wait quietly between pages, hidden where the heart still keeps them near. And when we find them unexpectedly, the world grows softer for a while. Some memories wait quietly between pages and return with a gentle smile. Maybe memories aren't meant to leave us. Maybe they simply rest, waiting for a rainy afternoon and a quiet place to be found again. Some memories wait quietly between pages, like pressed flowers from another spring. Some memories wait quietly between pages, holding all the little forgotten things. And though the years keep moving onward, some moments choose to stay. Some memories wait quietly between pages until the right day. An old letter, a rainy window, a familiar feeling returning home. Daylight slowly leaves the windows as the sky softens into blue. People settle into conversations, and the evening quietly moves. The barista turns the lights on one by one across the room, golden circles in the shadows, pushing back the early gloom. Every day has a moment when the world begins to slow. Evening arrives, one light at a time, one warm glow against the night. One light at a time, turning ordinary moments bright. And somewhere between the coffee and the music, the day lets go of all its weight. okay. Outside the streets grow calm and quiet. Reflections dance upon the glass. Inside the songs keep drifting softly as another hour passes by. The smell of coffee fills the air like a memory returning home. And for a little while the city feels less crowded and alone. Every day has a moment when the noise begins to fade. Evening arrives, one light at a time, one warm glow against the night. Evening arrives, one light at a time, turning ordinary moments bright. And somewhere between the coffee and the music, the day lets go of all its weight. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and somehow everything feels okay. Maybe peace isn't something we find, maybe it's something we notice. In a warm room, a familiar song, and a quiet hour before tomorrow. Evening arrives, one light at a time, like stars appearing in the sky. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and reminds us not to rush goodbye, because the smallest moments often become the ones we treasure most. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and fills the heart with hope. The lights come on, the music plays, and another beautiful evening begins. Daylight slowly leaves the windows as the sky softens into blue. People settle into conversations, and the evening quietly moves. The barista turns the lights on one by one across the room. Golden circles in the shadows, pushing back the early gloom. Every day has a moment when the world begins to slow. Evening arrives, one light at a time, one warm glow against the night. Light at a time, turning ordinary moments bright. And somewhere between the coffee and the music, the day lets go of all its weight. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and somehow everything feels okay. Outside the streets grow calm and quiet, reflections dance upon the glass. Inside the songs keep drifting softly as another hour passes by. The smell of coffee fills the air like a memory returning home. And for a little while the city feels less crowded and alone. Every day has a moment when the noise begins to fade. Evening arrives, one light at a time, one warm glow against the night. Evening arrives, one light at a time, turning ordinary moments bright. And somewhere between the coffee and the music, the day lets go of all its weight. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and somehow everything feels okay. Maybe peace isn't something we find, maybe it's something we notice. In a warm room, a familiar song, and a quiet hour before tomorrow. Evening arrives, one light at a time, like stars appearing in the sky. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and reminds us not to rush goodbye. Because the smallest moments often become the ones we treasure most. Evening arrives, one light at a time, and fills the heart with hope. The lights come on, the music plays, and another beautiful evening begins. Finally disappeared, leaving silver streets behind. The city wears a softer color under fading evening light. People head for home in silence, carrying stories from the day, while a little cafe near the corner still glows softly through the gray. Some things don't need to be spoken to make us feel alright. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a song you've heard before. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a light behind an open door. It's a coffee cup waiting on the table, a familiar smile, a quiet place to It's the feeling that remains. The last customers are leaving as the evening settles down. The music drifts a little slower, like it doesn't want to end now. Outside the world keeps moving, tomorrow already on its way. But for a little while there's comfort in this ordinary day. Some things don't need to be perfect to become a memory. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a song you've heard before. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a light behind an open door. It's a coffee cup waiting on the table, a familiar smile, a quiet place to stay. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's the feeling that remains. We spend so much time searching for bigger, brighter things, yet often what we need is waiting in the smallest moments life brings. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's the peace we find inside. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's knowing everything will be alright. It's a rainy day remembered kindly, a song that stayed a little longer than expected. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's simply being here tonight. The lights grow dim, the music fades, the coffee cools, but the warmth remains. The rain has finally disappeared, leaving silver streets behind. The city wears a softer color under fading evening light. People head for home in silence, carrying stories from the day, while a little cafe near the corner still glows softly through the gray. Some things don't need to be spoken to make us feel alright. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a song you've heard before. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a light behind an open door. It's a coffee cup waiting on the table, a familiar smile, a quiet place to stay. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's the feeling that remains. The last customers are leaving as the evening settles down. The music drifts a little slower, like it doesn't want to end now. Outside the world keeps moving, tomorrow already on its way. But for a little while there's comfort in this ordinary day. Some things don't need to be perfect to become a memory. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a song you've heard before. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's a light behind an open door. It's a coffee cup waiting on the table, a familiar smile, a quiet place to stay. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's the feeling that remains. We spend so much time searching for bigger, brighter things, yet often what we need is waiting in the smallest moments life brings. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's the peace we find inside. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's knowing everything will be alright. It's a rainy day, remember kindly, a song that stayed a little longer than expected. Sometimes warmth has nothing to do with the weather. It's simply being here tonight. The lights grow dim, the music fades, the coffee cools, but the warmth remains.